Knuckleheads, GKM Gaming here with another LEGO Legacies Unboxed video for you today. And in light of the tyranny of justice, I'm going to start reviewing each of the Imperial units, starting with everyone's favorite, Private LaTerrible. And he really lives up to that. Let's dive right into his tags first. He's got the Explorer tag, as all pirate units. He's an attacker because, he can really dish out the damage. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, LOL, JK. And he is a pirate unit, obviously, with the Imperial and the Justice tag. So the Imperial tag is going to help him a lot when he joins with the Eldorado Fortress set and the other Imperials. The Justice tag, I feel like, is not that great. I think it actually works against them because basically Redbeard is getting an automatic stun on him. Although, if I'm a Buccaneer player, I'm not going to waste my stun on Private LaTerrible. Let's take a look at his basic. This is his best ability, and it actually gives him some form of viability when used on an all-Imperial team. So he deals 90% damage, which is really very low for a basic attack. You want to get at least 100%. But he does get 10% bonus damage for each active Imperial hero. I'm going to assume that that includes himself. So even if you play him just for some unbeknownst reason, you 7-starred him and you want to play him in arena, he's at least doing 100% damage on his basic. You can get him up to 140% damage on a basic attack, which is every turn. And keep in mind, this is a unit that most of the time is going to be ignored. So it does have a little bit of an upside on an all-Imperial team that people are going to be trying to focus down Non-Such and Lee, and Valiant obviously a little bit more. And he's just going to be dishing out 140% every time his turn comes around. He's not going to get a lot of attention because he is, as I said, Private LaTerrible, but it's not a bad ability. Covering Fire, his special, I really wanted to like this when I first started, building this unit way back when I started the game. Didn't know how terrible he was. It deals 90% damage, which is, not bad for a special, but a 60% chance to inflict accuracy down on them for 2 turns. It's only accuracy down 1, and it's only a 60% chance. If it was a 100% chance to inflict accuracy down, even accuracy down 1, I would have been a little more happier than just the 60%. It just doesn't do it for me. It's really a very weak attack considering that this unit doesn't really bring too much to the table otherwise. Oh, I love his passive, Can't Keep Me Down, but unfortunately, LaCroix, you're terrible and you're going to be kept down a lot. But when you get a debuff, which if you're facing Buccaneers, he's going to get debuffs a lot, he has a 50% chance to gain skill up for 2 turns. So it gets a little bit better chance to get that accuracy down. Honestly, the passive doesn't do much for me. The special doesn't do much for me. His basic, I can mess with the basic a little bit. The basic has a little bit of an upside when used on an all-Imperial team. So if you're heading into the Master Wu event and you want to run Imperials, or you just want to run Imperials in general, it might not be a bad idea to bring LaCroix to your squad. When you look at his basic stats, his attack isn't terrible. It's over 2,000 when maxed out because everybody knows, we're trying to max out our LaCroix because that's what we do. LOL, JK. His health isn't terrible. His stats are not god-awful. They're not great stats. You're not getting Highwayman here, but you're getting somebody who's got over 2,000 attack when maxed out, and, he can deal 140% damage. He's on a basic. He's got a little bit of damage dealing potential on an Imperial team, and again, his biggest advantage with the Imperials is that nobody's going to target him down. There are way bigger quote-unquote threats on the team, and a lot of people will overlook the fact that every time his turn comes around, he's doing 140% damage to them. Another thing to mention with Private LaCroix is his synergy with the Eldorado Fortress. So the Steadfast Loyalty is really good, and it really makes LaCroix even stronger with this team. Whenever Governor Tierney's health goes below 50%, a random Imperial ally gains payback for 1 turn. Whenever Admiral Non-Such's health goes below 50%, a random Imperial ally gains debuff immunity for 1 turn. This is the big one. Private LaCroix is guaranteed to gain the buff as well. So when Governor Tierney goes below 50%, he's getting payback. When Non-Such goes below 50%, he gets debuff immunity. So now you have a LaCroix with payback who's dealing 140% damage on his basic, and he's not being targeted down. It could have some powerful synergy. Again, I still think the unit's terrible, but hey, I'm just putting it out there for you. Do I recommend farming him from the event store? or farming him in general, or putting any work into building Private LaCoy, no, I do not recommend that at all. But unfortunately for me, I have received a 100 tile bag that I opened up with him in it, and I have him at least on 4 stars, which I've been using him for the gold event, and I may have to 5-star him at some point to get a little more gold, and it is the biggest travesty in my entire life. But that's all I got for you today, Knuckleheads. This is a little peek at Private LaCoy. Let me know if you have any intention of... I'm sorry, nobody's building this unit. And if you are, don't let me know. I don't want to know about it. But please, smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, ding that little bell for some notifications, and remember to knuckle up.
She blocked me on Instagram, Snapchat, I don't give a damn about that. I can see your face, still feel the same. I don't feel the need to forget your name, so